What's going on, guys? Josh here with Shua Photography, and I'm at the beautiful Tanque Verde Guest Ranch in Tucson, Arizona for my first attendance of the Photo Creators Conference. And I want to bring you guys along with me to see what it's like and see if you guys should come next year. I just found out about the Photo Creators Conference, and get this, it takes place right here in Tucson, Arizona, where I'm based out of. It takes place at the stunning Tanque Verde Guest Ranch. How this flew under my radar, I have no idea. This just isn't a conference, it's a full-on photography retreat, combining hands-on education, community, and a whole lot of Western charm. And I'm gonna walk you through everything, from the classes, to the events, and to my personal highlights. I've attended WPPI in Las Vegas several times, and I love the atmosphere there, and I have made many friends there, but this conference is different. Here's a breakdown of the lineup, and it was seriously stacked. Jesús Ramirez teaches you how to create Photoshop movie posters like a pro. Dixie Dixon dives into the art of glamour portraits. Duran proves you don't need a big budget to make great images with his class on simple lighting using just a paper backdrop. The legendary Roberto Valenzuela gets into business building for photographers, something we could all use. Sal Sincata demonstrates outdoor lighting with minimal gear, ideal for those of us who shoot on location. Natalie Kesar brings her expertise in photojournalism and storytelling, which is so vital for creating emotionally impactful work. Michael Hollander from B&H covers astrophotography and light painting for those creatives who love night skies and long exposures. And Peter Morgan shares vital knowledge on disaster recovery and backups. But it's not just about sitting in classes. Most of these classes have very little classroom time and is focused more on hands-on learning, which you don't get at every conference. And each of these classes is 3 hours long. There's also a vendor expo. It's nowhere near as big as the other vendor expos like at WPPI or Shutterfest, but there's something for everyone. Major names like Canon were on site printing our photos, and companies like B&H, Tenba, Tiffin, and Gikoto, and more bring gear for demo, rental, and hands-on experience. You'll also find vendors for albums, wall art, CRMs, and other business tools for professional photographers. Now, let's get on to the good stuff, the schedule and highlights for me personally. Day 1 was the arrival and evening classes. The event kicked off with a super chill meet and greet and opening ceremony. It's the perfect way to break the ice, meet other creatives, and get into that inspired headspace. The night transitioned into the first round of evening classes. I attended Peter Morgan's class on data recovery and backup. It was eye-opening. We don't talk enough about the back end of photography, but when you've got terabytes of irreplaceable client data, it matters. We started day 2 with breakfast at the ranch and then jumped into the 3-hour day classes, which are mostly hands-on. I kicked off the morning with Ivan Duran's lighting class, where we created amazing results using just a paper backdrop and simple lighting setups. After lunch, I went to Natalie Kesar's class on storytelling and photojournalism. This one was powerful. I actually spent the time photographing and interviewing a rancher who's been working at the Tanque Verde Ranch since the 1980s. That experience alone was worth the trip. We wrapped the day with dinner and then dove into my evening class with Roberto Valenzuela, where he broke down strategies for business growth. Roberto is a powerhouse when it comes to turning passion into sustainable profit. All right, so today is the last full day of the Photo Creators Conference, and last night was awesome. After having Roberto's business class, hung out at the bar for a little bit, and then went and met up with some of the other photographers out on the old homestead to take pictures of the stars. And it was beautiful. We finally got the clouds to go away. Like the night before was super cloudy, so we were able to see the stars, but the moon was out, so it wasn't perfect. We weren't able to get the super deep stars like I like photographing, but it was fun. Got to hang out, got to share tips and tricks with other people, and just enjoy a beautiful night out here. So now it's time for breakfast, and then I have 2 awesome classes that I can't wait for today. Sal Cicada's class and then Dixie Dixon's. After breakfast, I joined Sal Cicada's outdoor lighting class, and it blew me away. We created stunning images using only a reflector. It just goes to show great lighting doesn't have to mean heavy gear. Then after lunch came a major highlight for me, Dixie Dixon's fashion portrait class. I've been a fan of hers for years. She's a Nikon ambassador, and shooting Nikon myself, it was amazing to learn from her firsthand, talk gear, and hear her insights on the fashion world. It was just incredible. Dinner that evening was a cowboy cookout, followed by closing ceremonies. But the night wasn't over yet. We headed to the saloon for karaoke night, and it was so much fun. Everyone, photographers, vendors, instructors, we all just let loose and celebrated an amazing few days.
I got friends in all the places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chasing my blues away. I'll be okay.
At midnight, since the clouds finally disappeared, I met up with a few of the photographers that were interested in astrophotography and wanted to capture the Milky Way out at one of the nearby trailheads. Since I've photographed the Milky Way many times, I assisted some of the others to help capture the nightscape. We were out there till almost 3 a.m. and thoroughly enjoyed it. The next morning was the final morning, the farewell ride and breakfast. Some of the folks joined the horseback ride to breakfast at the old homestead. I took the scenic route and walked up instead, and we all shared one last meal together in the crisp desert morning. After that, it was time to pack up and say goodbye as everyone started heading to the airports. So, would I recommend the Photo Creators Conference? Absolutely, especially if you're serious about improving your craft and building relationships with other creatives. The balance of learning, fun, and inspiration was unlike any other photography event I've attended. A huge shout out to all the instructors, vendors, and the folks who put this together. You nailed it. If you've been at the conference or are thinking about going next year, let me know in the comments. And if you've enjoyed this review, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more behind the scenes content and gear talks. Thanks for watching. Until next time.